Do more nothing, do more something. And when you're doing nothing, you're not actually doing nothing. You're doing nothing in gameplay, but what is your brain doing?
Thinking about what to do next.
Thinking about wanting to do next, right? So use this time. And this applies to all of your tanks, right? No Nemesis form. You're down your Matrix on Diva. You're setting up as Wrecking Ball. You just use your adaptive shields. Use every hero. Winston has the most downtime of all tanks, but invest the downtime into actually thinking about what you need to be doing next, positioning wise. Because if you do a whole lot of something when you don't have your bubble, when you don't have your jump, when you're then you're just a leech to your supports without actually providing anything for it. You could walk back into your bubble and keep zapping if you want to. Or you jump out. How useful of a tank are you right now?
Zero.
So you should do 0. I just actually had a monkey coaching session literally right before this one. And we talk about doing nothing when you can do nothing. Don't demand support here. Do not chase this monkey. He's not going to die. I promise you. So don't take damage. Because what do you do by doing this?
Give ult charge.
You give ult charge. Well, not just ult charge, but look at your HP. What does your on and brig have to do?
Just pocket me.
They got to pocket you. They're not thinking about their survivability. They're not thinking about shooting this tracer. They're not thinking about hiding from the sojourn. They're thinking about pocketing you. And the other problem too is you see that you're at a point in time now where you're going to be wanting to go, right? Look at your HP, look at your bubble, look at your jump. One of these things is not like the other, right?
Gotcha.
Bubble, jump, you're ready to go, but look at your HP. You see that?
Yeah.
So you traded 60 damage onto a Winston for on and brig pocket, which you shouldn't have demanded, and also being extremely late to the dive because it's happening right now. And where are you? You know? Even if you were to dive Sojourn here, right? That's probably the best play. You're not going to go. You're too late. You're still waiting for HP.
Okay, maybe I'm not. I'm doing too much instead of too little.
Right. Well, okay. So here's what's happening. Let me draw you. I freaking love drawing this chart. This is my happy chart right here. So here's Winston. Okay. Here's your value. Right. Okay. Bubble, no bubble.
This is exactly what I was thinking of in my head too.
Right. What you do is when this is here, you're like, crap, I don't like this downward spike. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw every little bit of value and I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some scotch tape over it and I'm gonna make this not do this. I'm gonna where's my eraser here? I don't like doing nothing. So I'm gonna screw that. They can't tell me what to do, right? I'm gonna do this, right? See, I'm doing something, guys. I'm not doing nothing, right? But then how does that affect the next spike, right? Because inevitably
it makes it less potent.
It makes you less potent, right? Because you're forced to either use your bubble in a crappy way, you take too much damage so that you can't dive in. Maybe even here's another way of thinking about it psychologically, where you are not thinking about your next dive because you're just doing things that aren't particularly useful. So you're not thinking about your next dive. You're not thinking about where do I need to be diving? How do I need to be diving? What cover should I be going on? Who should I be jumping on, right? So what ends up happening is you've got this really gimped up Winston that is always doing something but never really does anything smart,
meaningful,
and then also demands constant babysitting, right? It's like, you know what you are is you're the gold diva stereotype. It stands in the front line at like 15 meters and just shoots people like a bastion and dies. That's your job as Winston. I mean, look at how hideous this looks, right? This is your Winston, right? Do more nothing, do more something. And when you're doing nothing, you're not actually doing nothing. You're doing nothing in gameplay, but what is your brain doing?
Thinking about what to do next.
Thinking about wanting to do next, right? So use this time. Use this time when you don't have bubble. And this applies to all of your tanks, right? No Nemesis form. You're down your Matrix on Diva. You're setting up as Wrecking Ball. You just use your adaptive shields. Use every hero. Winston has the most downtime of all tanks, but invest the downtime into actually thinking about what you need to be doing next, positioning wise. Because if you do a whole lot of something when you don't have your bubble, when you don't have your jump, when you're then you're just a leech to your supports without actually providing anything for it. That's the problem. It's a good way to farm up a lot of spats and lose a lot of games.